Hey everybody, welcome back to the Magic Channel Card Tricks, and today we're going to learn how to do a pick a card for 1, 2, 3 people. What is a pick a card? Well, pick a card is when you fan the cards towards the spectator, they pick one, it's returned to the deck, and it's lost, and then you find it. Now, I've already made a video on how to do this with one person, and we made a video on how to do this with 2 people. Now we're going to do it with 3 people. Why would you do it with 3 people? Well, sometimes you show this person a card trick, and then these 2 people are just watching. Well, they don't need to watch. They can be part of the magic too. Because sometimes after this person is finished, this next person will say, now do one with me. Well, to avoid that, we can just do one with all 3 people. And this is how you do it. There's a little bit of setup, a little bit of preparation, and I'm going to make this as easy as possible for you. Okay, I want you to take out all your aces, all your 2s, and all your 3s. Okay, that means you're going to have all 4 aces, all 4 2s, all 4 3s, pull them out of the deck. Okay, next you're going to select one ace, and I don't want it to be a obvious ace, so let's use the ace of diamonds. Okay, and pull out a 2, so I'll use the 2 of clubs, and we'll pull out a 3, we'll use the 3 of hearts. But you can use any ace 2, 3 you want. Then with these cards, these extra ace 2s and 3, I'm not going to use them at all. They are going to be out of the deck. Again, I want this to be as easy as possible for you. Okay? I'm going to take them like this, turn them over, so that the ace is on the top. Ace 2, 3. Ace is on the top. I'm going to place that on top of the deck like this. That means this first card is an ace, okay? So I would come out with my 3 spectators and say, you know what, let's do a trick with all 3 of you. So I'll give each one of you a pile, okay? I'll give you, and you a pile, okay? So what did I just do? I dealt that person a 1, this person a 2, and this person a 3, because they're person number 1, person number 2, and person number 3. And then I'll keep going. I'll say, this is a really funny shuffle. You say, I'm really not that good at shuffling, so I just want to make sure that everyone gets a nice even amount of cards. I guess I could give you a nice chunk, and you a nice chunk, and you a nice chunk, give you some more. How's that? Everybody's got a little chunk of cards. Now that looks totally fair because it almost looks like you just kind of shuffled them, right? It looks like everything was shuffled. But the reality is, you know what the bottom card is on every pile, okay? So I'll take up pile number 1, okay? And I'll fan that towards the first person. And let's say they pick this card right here, the 10 of spades. I'm going to have them put it right back on top, okay? And then I'm going to cut the cards like this. Say I'll just lose it with a cut. Have the next card selected. So it's the Jack of clubs. They put it right on top. They're putting their card right back on top. And I say, let me give it a cut and lose it somewhere in the middle. And I go to the next person, fan the cards towards them. They select the Jack of diamonds, 2 jacks. And I say, let's just give you a cut and lose that in the middle. And to make everything fair, I'll even restack the deck. Okay, restack the deck to make sure that everything is lost and I'm not holding any cuts or breaks. In fact, if you get a little better at this down the road, you could actually cut the deck if you wanted, but I want to keep this as easy as possible for you, okay? Let me fan these cards so that we can all see them, okay? I want to keep them all in camera frame. And this is how you can do the trick, all right? I can just go through the cards like this, and we're going to look for person number 1, person number 2, and person number 3, which means there'll be an ace, a 2, and a 3. In that order, facing that person, right? So I can go through the cards, I find my ace, and the next card right after that is the 10 of spades. And I know that's their card. Now I'm looking for a 2. There's my 2. And the next card right after that is the Jack of clubs. And now I'm looking for the 3. I find the 3, and the next card is the Jack of diamonds. And that's how you do find a card for 3 people. That's why I took the other ace 2, 3s out. Not to confuse me, right? I don't want the others in there. I'm just looking for 1 ace, 1 2, and 1 3. And if I can do that, I can find those cards. Let me put it back, okay? I'm gonna put these back right where they were, and then I'm gonna show you that more advanced version, okay? So let's say you repiled up the cards. This is your pile, and you say, you know what, I don't want you to think there's any funny business, so I'll just give the deck a cut. I'll give the deck another cut. Would you like to cut the cards, sir? And that person says, yeah. And so he cuts the cards and say, okay. So you selected a card, it was lost back in the deck. You selected a card, it was lost back in the deck. You selected a card, it was lost back in the deck. I gave the deck a couple cuts. You gave the deck a couple cuts. Would you like to, no, you're good? All right, so we have our deck. It's been cut. I'm not holding any sort of cuts or breaks on it. And we will see if we can't find your cards. Now, the way this is gonna work is the exact same way, but it might not be in 1, 2, 3 order. You're gonna have to look to see what order it is in. So if I go through this, all I'm doing is looking for the ace, the 2, and the 3, right? So I go through, and the first one I see is the 3. So then I know that's this person's card, right? He's spectator number 3. So I find this jack of diamonds, and I say, I think this is your card? And I can give it to spectator number 3. And then I know that the next card I come to is gonna be number 1, okay? So there's my ace, and I pull out my 10, and I say, this is your card. And I can give it to him. And now I'm just looking for the 2, and there's the 2. And I say, okay, so I believe this is your card, and I give it to spectator number 2. So that's a more advanced handling, but again, you're still just looking for an ace, 2, and 3. They could be in any order. They could be 2, 3, A, any order, just so long as when you pull it out, right? I had that first number 3, I can pull it out, and I can't just say, well, this is one of them, right? Because there's the 3, I know it's person number 3's card. So that's my clue. I can pull it out and say, this, I believe, is your card, miss? And she says yes. So that is how you can find 3 cards very easily for 3 different spectators. Now again, you have to do a little bit of an advanced prep, right? To put the ace, 2, 3 on top and make sure the other ace, 2, 3s are out of the deck. But I wanted to make it as easy as possible for you. And of course, if you didn't catch all those instructions and it's a little confusing for you, of course, you can always go back and watch it a second time. I'm sure you'll get it the second time around. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. And I will see you guys next week. Bye. Hey, have you ever purchased a magic trick that they said was easy or for beginners, and when you opened it up, it was just a bunch of parts and some typed out instructions? Like, how are you supposed to figure out how to do a trick with instructions that are this small and there's just no detail, right? No video, no pictures. You're so disappointed. You wanted to learn how to do this trick. You thought it'd be fun. And then when you got it in the mail, you were sorely disappointed. I want to help you. This channel wants to help you. I have a whole playlist of instructional videos that'll walk you through my personal handling on these tricks plus many more. Now, obviously, you need to own the tricks, right? You need to own the tricks in order to perform them. You won't be able to do any of these tricks unless you actually own them. But another great way to use this channel is as a way to look at tricks that are available on the market and to decide whether those tricks are going to work for you. I purchase all of my tricks from penguinmagic.com. And so if you'd like access to that playlist, if you would like to see kind of behind the scenes and get my personal handling for these tricks plus many more, you can hit the join button down below and subscribe to this channel for only 99 cents a month. And as long as you're a subscriber, you'll have access to those videos plus any new ones I continue to make. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.